welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to share some tips on how to do a photo shoot on a budget. Now sometimes you might find that you want to work with a specific client but their budget doesn't reach necessarily what your daily or half day rate might be. The other thing is you may want to shoot a personal project, and obviously if it's going out of your own pocket in terms of how much you're investing in it, you may want to keep it on a budget. When you're first starting out as well with photography, you'll find that you're doing a lot of portfolio work, and at the end of the day you need to be making a profit if it's something that you're trying to make money from. So these are sort of some of the tips, I guess, on the things that I try and do with the people that I'm working with on creating something really good still on a budget. So one of the first things is I always love to work with makeup artists and stylists where possible. You can 99% of the time tell the difference between someone that's just got a camera and is still practicing compared to someone that has put in the effort to source a makeup artist and a styling team to be on board. The thing is with a photograph, it really is about the aesthetic. So someone's outfit can really make or break an image, especially if you're working with, for example, a model or a brand or a band even, to a brief. So for example, if you're shooting something for autumn winter and the subject has obviously summery clothes on, it's totally out of brief. So one of the first things that I love to do is to network with people, to try and have a stylist on board. Stylist is exactly what that is. They've got an eye for, I think as photographers we definitely have an eye, but with stylists in particular, they obviously have a specific eye and they work with different looks on a daily basis. So definitely try and source a stylist for the photo shoot. The second thing is definitely a makeup artist. Now having makeup, whether it be female or male that you're working with as your subject, off-camera makeup is very different to on-camera makeup. And you'll definitely notice the difference whether you're working in natural light or studio light. You'll see a huge difference between the two sort of finishes. One of the things that I definitely try and do, again depending on what sort of project it is, where the budget allows, is makeup artists. Now you're probably thinking, oh, but this is going to cost like so much to sort of invest in, to get the photo shoot done when you're trying to do it on a budget. So you can actually work with people on a time for print basis. Now what that basically means is there's heaps of people out there, especially when you're first starting out, or even if you've been shooting for however long, there's people that will work on a collaborative basis. So if a makeup artist loves the way that you shoot and the idea that you've pitched to them, they may very well work with you on a time for print basis. So in exchange of, instead of exchanging money per se, you'll be exchanging your skills. So obviously you're the photographer, the makeup artist will be on board helping out with makeup, and the stylist will be on board if they love the style of your work, the aesthetic of the shoot that you've got in mind. They may very well work for you in exchange for the prints to work for a portfolio. Now in terms of getting access to these types of people, it literally is just a matter of searching online. There's a lot of websites that are online, obviously websites online that help you look for creatives in the local area. So definitely have a look to see what's nearby. The other option is reaching out to agencies. So if you are working with models, for example, a lot of models are obviously represented by agency. Sometimes they also allow time for print shoots. So if they love the style that you're going for and your work, and they can see that you're a professional or you're heading in a certain direction with that certain photo shoot, they will sometimes, actually a lot of the times, they will let you work on a collaborative basis as long as the agency or the model can use your photos for social media uses and whatnot. In that scenario, obviously make sure that you're giving your social media handles. So with their marketing efforts, if they've got however many thousand people on their Instagram, for example, and they're linking back to you, you'll find that obviously you'll start getting people interested in your work coming across from their page as well. So it all works out sort of on a collaborative basis. The other thing is with a budget photo shoot, just because it's a budget photo shoot doesn't mean that it has to be really bad quality photos, if that makes sense. You can work in terms of natural lighting versus studio lighting. So one of the things that I really love to do is natural light and working outdoors. So depending on the lenses that you're using, you can definitely create some amazing natural light shots. And again, there's no additional lighting, so you don't have to hire any lighting. Or if you don't have access to like a flash gun, for example, totally fine, work with natural light. Get a reflector if you can, or you can borrow a reflector if you're still studying from like uni, college, anything like that. You can use reflectors just to add that little bit of light to the shots. Studio lighting, again, if you are a student, you may have access to the studio within the education sort of facility that you're at. If you do have a little bit of money to invest, you can buy a flash gun, off-camera flash gun, have a play around with that. Off-camera flashes don't cost too much. It doesn't have to, you don't have to buy a brand new one. You can get like second-hand ones, places like Gumtree, eBay, stuff like that if you wanted to. Facebook Marketplace is an amazing one as well. People trying to buy and sell without the fees. What other thing would I recommend? Props do not have to be expensive. You can literally go to places like Walmart, or in the UK like B&M, Home Bargains, budget shops, even places like Primark. There are so many like amazing props, even H&M for home, depending obviously on what you're trying to shoot. You can pick up props for so cheap. You just have to think outside the box. For example, if you are trying to get a photo shoot that's very autumnal and sort of wintry, just because it's autumn right now in the UK, well, it's winter actually, it's freezing. You can pick up those kind of vibe sort of props from any store pretty much. Even like high street, even like places like Asda, like supermarkets and things, they always have weird and wonderful props. You can hire props out as well if you did have some budget. Also, if you're working with, say, bands, for example, don't be afraid to let them know, bring your guitar with you or any other instruments that they may have if they want to incorporate onto a photo shoot. Another way to obviously cut down the cost of a photo shoot on a budget is working out on location. So this comes back to working with natural light. You don't have to, hire a studio if you don't have that budget. Go ahead and just shoot outside. It's a great way of working with different lighting conditions, different weather types. You can get some shots in the rain, in the sunny sort of vibe, depending on what you're looking for. It doesn't always have to be sort of studio lit. If you did want to go down the sort of route of studio, again, you don't have to invest in heaps of equipment. There are plenty of studios, certainly where I'm based. You can book studio space for as little as say £20 for like a few hours, which is not a lot. You've got to invest in yourself sometimes though, like for example, if you've managed to source everything else for free or on an exchange basis, like a skill exchange basis, might be worth heading into the studio depending on what it is you're looking to create, and just spend that money because you've managed to, get all these resources together. Might as well make the most of it and get the best shots for your portfolio for future commission projects. The other thing is, if you're working on a collaborative basis, you may have, you may be in contact with other photographers. So if you're looking for either location shoot or studio shoot, why not ask them if they are looking to build their portfolio and if they like the sort of vision that you're going for, or you can discuss a vision of a photo shoot. You can literally split the cost of, the total amount between say 3 or 4 of you and break it down. It's way more affordable that way. I think they're my primary ones. So to round it up, definitely collaborate, work on a collaborative basis. So skills and exchange of sort of time with all these different creatives. Working on location versus studio, also working with natural light as opposed to studio lighting. And props, literally just think outside the box. Don't be afraid to create props as well. I mean, we're living, you know, you can buy so many amazing little bits and pieces to create your own sort of vision. So, you know, you have that option of fairy lights, things like that. You pick them up for a few pounds or dollars or whatever, depending on where you're based. I hope this video has helped you guys in some way. If you guys have got any other tips that I may have missed out, feel free to obviously drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear some of your sort of tips to help me with my future commissions or projects or whatever. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, guys, if you feel like you may be interested in the content that I'm sharing. Hit the notifications button as well so you get the alerts of any videos that I share. I'll link some information down below, the kit that I tend to use, and that is it for today. Can't speak today, guys. I cannot speak, and I'll be back shortly. Bye for now.